everyone. Welcome to Dockland's closing day. Sad to say, it's our last few hours to see those films, and it's the last few hours of this 10-day festival that was different again, but so fantastic from our point of view. Welcome to the 2021 DocPitch Awards announcement. I'm Joni Cooper, Director of Programming for the Docklands Documentary Film Festival. Once again, we find ourselves in a virtual space for DocPitch, which, although it may seem a little impersonal and certainly lacks when it comes to in-person meetings and synchronicity that can take place at a live event, in the end, this sort of platform reaches much further than one live event presented at the Rafale, where local filmmakers may even have an edge over the others simply because of community. And this is where we find out that community is so important for our films in all senses of the word. And it allows filmmakers to shout about their projects and reach a much larger pool to gain the interest of supporters, funders, distributors, philanthropists, fellow filmmakers, and audiences, any of whom may somehow become huge supporters for any particular project in different ways. You just never know, as we have seen in past years of DocPitch. Thank you all out there for supporting filmmakers by learning about their film projects, casting your votes online, and for being here now to support all 5 pitching teams from across the country. I know we'll hear all the cheering throughout cyberspace right from here. I'd first like to thank our DocPitch funders, the Nancy P. and Richard K. Robbins Family Foundation, Project Number 9, and members of the California Film Institute Board, who have made this funding possible and a way to get funds directly into filmmakers' hands through the Audience Choice Award of $30,000 and the Industry Award of $25,000 and 3 $5,000 awards for a total of $70,000. I'd also like to thank our DocPitch sponsor, Netflix. And of course, I would like to thank all the filmmakers who submitted their projects this year. Overall, it was an excruciating process for the selection committees and projects, as each of the 72 projects submitted were unique and hold much promise for future audiences. I'd like to thank the 5 final projects whose team members each worked so hard to put forward a compelling argument as to why their projects deserves to be awarded a grant to complement their funding. I think all of us here today agree that documentaries are absolutely vital to our discovery of truth, and that often leads to this desire to take action. As author and spiritual teacher Anthony de Mello said, "The shortest distance between truth and a human being is a story." And stories are what we all seek, aren't they? I'd also like to add that if you feel compelled to further assist any of these 5 projects in any way, you can contact me and I can put you in contact with the filmmakers, or you can contact the filmmakers directly using the contacts on their one-sheets that are included on their individual DocPitch pages on our website. But feel free to contact me. I will make sure that the filmmaker hears and you get in touch. Our industry jury this year included Jimmy Briggs, a principal at Skoll Foundation, John Cesare Goff, program manager at Ford Foundation, and Carrie Lozano, director of the Sundance Documentary Film Program. Carrie is also one of our Docklands advisors. Thank you. So today, Carrie and Jimmy are here to help present the industry award. Thank you both for being here today to celebrate the DocPitch finalists and announce the industry award. So tell me, how did the jury process and deliberations go this year?
I'll jump in, Jimmy, and then you can follow up. First, congratulations, Joni, on Docklands this year, and to all of these filmmaking teams. It was actually such a delight to watch all of these pitches. Some of the projects I know of, some of them are new to me, and I just thought they were all excellent. They all have different stakes, high stakes, but different stakes. The filmmaking approaches were surprising in terms of their narrative turns. They all had really incredible, visual storytelling, and I just found each of them so compelling. So I am just thrilled to have been part of this process and congratulate you all on your extraordinary films.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Joni. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this amazing deliberation process. And I have to thank Carrie as well, because Carrie brought us together and introduced me to you. So I appreciate, Carrie, your invitation for me into the space. Indeed, it was an extraordinarily difficult process. Rich, and I really enjoyed it though, because as Carrie noted, I mean, each of these films, in different ways, I was surprised, had deep personal resonance in my own life and my experiences as a journalist previously. So in every one of the projects, I found something that I could grab onto or find some connection, which was especially fulfilling. I just want to congratulate all the filmmakers, all the directors and producers. The collective body of work was so powerful, stronger beyond my imagination, actually. I was just overwhelmed and watched every film multiple times, often late at night when everyone else was asleep in my home. So I just appreciate the gift of being a part of this process, and congratulate all of you for successfully realizing your visions.
And I just can't thank you and John Cesare-Goff enough for taking the time to do this with us. It means so much to all of us here and to Docklands. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working with you this year. Hopefully we'll do it again. Thank you, thank you. So everyone out there has already met the DocPitchers online, but I will now introduce them and ask them to show themselves and maybe give a wave. Welcome, everyone. So we'll start with Maren Poitras, the director of Finding the Money. Welcome, Maren. There she is.
Hi, sorry. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here and see you all.
We're great you're here. And for the project Mom and Dad's Nipple Factory, we've got Justinsuperstar and Noah Lang. Hi, guys.
Hello, honored.
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for having us.
Pleasure is all ours. For the documentary, the Untitled 19th News film, we've got Heather Courtney, Diane Kwan, and Chelsea Hernandez. Hi, you guys can all stay up for now. We'll keep you all up. Don't disappear yet. And for a photographic memory, we've got Danielle Varga and Rachel Elizabeth Seed. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thanks for the submission. And last, but of course not least, we've got Hire 15, represented by Rajal Pitroda, the producer, and Ameha Molla, the director. Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone. Well, finally the day has come. It's been, how long has it been since we got all those projects online? It's been about well, I guess a couple weeks anyway, hasn't it? It feels like much longer. I just want to say that it's been such a pleasure working with you all. And I'm so grateful that I didn't have to make the decision, because I have to say that all the projects are fantastic. They're all incredibly unique and also so very captivating. So the hard work was not up to me. I have no doubt that all of these projects will get made no matter what happens today. So shall we have Carrie and or Jimmy speak to the winning project for the Industry Award?
So we didn't rehearse this, but Jimmy, maybe I'll say a few words without giving it away, and then you can say a few words and make the announcement. Does that sound okay? Okay.
Sure. Okay.
So, yeah. So, again, and some of these projects that are here today are part of the Sundance family. So I want to acknowledge that. And these all are incredible projects. I'm really happy to know of them. But there was a project that felt incredibly urgent, incredibly timely. We are in a moment of crisis, of disinformation in this country, of looking at who tells our stories and who they're about, and the impact, the long-term and real systemic impacts that has on our society. And I think that was a big driving factor in our decision. And that might give it away a tiny bit, but Jimmy, I'll quickly hand it over to you to share more.
Sure. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, as I said, I watched each of these projects multiple times, without exaggeration, and I think to what Carrie just noted, especially in this period where we're in such a confluence of challenging social challenges globally. I think in different ways, all these projects spoke to the moment, but the one in particular just really resonated deeply in terms of, I think, kind of a unifying challenge that we're facing as a society here and globally. And I think on a personal level, just given my background, it especially resonated with me. So I was so honored to again be a part of this process and watch all of these films. And Joni, should I announce the
Go for it. Yeah, we're
I was
all
not expecting it. Carrie and I, we did not rehearse this, but okay. So the film that we chose is the Untitled 19th News Project. Congratulations, Heather, Chelsea, and Diane.
Congratulations, you three.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, we didn't rehearse anything.
Were we supposed to have speech?
What? No acceptance speech. That's okay. It's just like the feeling of what you guys have put into this project so far is really amazing. And I think the jury really picked up on that. And by virtue alone of the subject matter and where you're going with it. And so just maybe tell us quickly how this project came to be.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll start real quickly, but first of all, thank you so much. Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe it. And that's why I look terrible too. Like I didn't even, but anyway, no, I pitched the idea like over a year ago, back in February 2020. And, we got access, but then like the pandemic hit and, then it was a lot of recording Zoom meetings. And eventually, we were able to film in person. And I approached Chelsea to see if she would be interested in joining the team. And go ahead, Chelsea, you can take it from here.
Yeah, I'm still, I think I'm in shock right now.
I
know. No, it's a great honor. Thank you so much, Joni and Carrie and Jimmy and John Cesare too. This has been an incredible opportunity for us, and I'm thrilled to find that you all find the urgency in it as well. It was something that called me into the project also when Heather asked me to come on as co-director, and having wanting to be a little, Katie Couric when I was growing up, I kind of saw the lack of people of color, women of color, non-binary individuals in the newsroom. And so I'm really excited to share this important story right now and just work with an incredible team. Diane and Heather are absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to continue making this film.
Fabulous. And Diane, so what what made you decide to come on board? I mean, you're involved with so many projects. What made this one stand out?
Well, it actually was my 3 daughters who convinced me that you got to do this project. When Heather approached me, I loved the concept and what I saw, but also the idea of having a filmmaking team that was very diverse and inclusive, just like the 19th. And when I showed it to my daughters, they were saying, you got to do this. So in many ways, I'm doing it for them too, to make sure that who's telling the story and the stories being told, to me, is so important, not just now, but for their futures. So I want to also just say that when I watch everyone else's pitch and everyone else's films, they are so great. And hopefully if there's any way we can support them too, we're just appreciated to be part of this group. And thank you, Joni, for just having us. And then I'll stop speaking. It's just thank you. And thank you to the, Carrie and Jimmy here and all the jurors. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah. Everybody, you can pop back up now if you like. One thing that I really love about this whole process is the camaraderie between the pitchers, between the teams. And like you said, in any way you can help. It's gone every year that we've done this. Just the camaraderie between the members of each team has been so amazing. And I don't know if that is mostly because it's documentary. Of course, I've only worked in documentary with documentaries for so many years, but man, oh man, it is so impressive to see how supportive everybody is of each other and believe in each other's projects so much. So that's why I think that these projects are going to get made no matter what. I've seen the teams stay in touch beyond the actual doc pitch. Of course, we're always checking up and seeing where you're at, and we'll continue to do that. But yeah, congratulations everyone for bringing this forward. Yeah. And of course, I'm very excited to see all the films myself. So now I can reveal the winner of the Audience Choice Award. We had quite a terrific response from the audiences all across the country, and even some internationally. And to me, that means that, we're getting the word out. I've had people ask me, okay, what about that project? Thank you for introducing me to that. I'll keep in touch with what's going on there. And so I really, it's just really a great thing to be able to bring these projects out into a wider space. So without further ado, the Audience Choice Award of $25,000 goes to Finding the Money by Maren Poitras. Congratulations, Maren.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Really, I really so much appreciate this opportunity. You guys really took maybe a risk. This is kind of my first big grant, so I'm just so appreciative, and it's really moving my project forward in so many good ways and giving me a chance to connect with my audience and grow my audience already, and just hopefully get this urgent story out there as quick as possible is my goal. So you guys have been just instrumental. I mean, I really can't thank you enough, because like I said, you really are, I'm a first-time director, and this is really the first big grant I've gotten. So it's just really huge. And just thank you to everyone who voted and connected. And it's been great getting to know everybody here too. I really want to keep in touch, since I'm a first-time director as well. I'm just working to grow my filmmaking community. I didn't go to film school. So this is just so immensely helpful. I'm so grateful. Yeah.
Congratulations. I think you did a lot of work to get to this point. So this will help you get even further. So that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really loved getting to know you guys and really want to keep in touch. Yeah, if you have any questions, please, I'm always available. Please, yeah, contact me.
Great. Thank you. So
Yeah.
shall we invite everybody back again? We'll say congratulations to all. The 3 projects that did not win one of the larger awards will each get $5,000, which will help in some ways to move your project a little bit further. So congratulations to everybody. The projects are all totally captivating, and we're going to be very, very curious and waiting for them to get out into the world and get out to the festivals. I, of course, at Docklands will be certainly interested to hear from all of you. And as I said, I'll be checking in. So thank you so much for sharing the projects with us, with the world. And don't forget to watch for DocPitch submission dates in 2022. With luck, we'll be able to do this again with the help of our funders and sponsor. And thank you all for joining us here to help us celebrate. And I think, oh, you know what? How about a toast to the winners? Anybody prepared for that? Here's to everybody, not just the winners, to all of you filmmakers and all of these terrific projects. Thank you. And we're going to go out with the Audience Choice trailer, Finding the Money. Thank you all, and I'll be in touch very soon with more details.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, I've been doing this now for a lot of years in front of mostly, I won't say hostile audiences, but in a sense, usually when I show up for an appearance, it's like walking into the lion's den.
Our next speaker is going to introduce this crazy radical idea that we maybe don't need to tax people in order to get their money to pay for things. Introducing this radical idea is Stephanie Kelton.
I come with an unconventional message. We think of spending and taxing as 2 sides of the same coin. If we want to fund a new program, the question is, how are you going to pay for it? Where will you get the money? You have to find the money.
That's not how it works. Okay, the way that the conventional story goes, Uncle Sam needs money. If Uncle Sam wants to spend, Uncle Sam has to find some money. He can tax and he can borrow. Once it's collected the dollars, after that, it can spend. We flip that around completely.
An unconventional economic theory is gaining some traction, modern monetary theory, MMT.
And one of its leading proponents is Professor Stephanie Kelton. She has advised Bernie Sanders' campaign.
And she argues that almost everything we are told about the deficit is wrong.
We're $28 trillion in debt. There will be a day of reckoning.
If you're looking for more COVID bailout money, we don't have it.
How are we going to pay for it?
Congress has spent all the money.
You don't find the money.
It's not a matter of finding the money. They don't find the money, they create it. They create it through a keystroke.
Washington holds the power of the purse. They don't need to come to the rest of us to get dollars in order to be able to spend dollars. They're the source of the US currency.
Governments have to spend first. How can you tax back dollars that no one has?
In a real sense, it is as simple as that.
But there's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact.
This idea of so-called modern monetary theory that all government debts can be paid by printing money.
First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win.
And for many years, we felt ignored.
You can't do what you're looking to do with $20 trillion in debt.
And we want to lift this crushing burden of debt off of our children and grandchildren.
The government debt is not a burden on anyone.
It is exactly the opposite.
Zimbabwe printed more currency to pay its bills too.
That leads to inflation.
No. Inflation is the constraint. But at some point, they started laughing at us.
Modern monetary theory? I think of all the ideas I've ever heard in my lifetime, that's one of the stupidest.
We were always asking ourselves the question, do conventional economists understand what we're speaking of?
MMT is confused. The problem of deficits, of course, is that you have to pay back the money.
We do not have to repay the debt.
Or is it that they actually don't understand?
And then to the fight you stage. And so we're in the fight you stage.
Modern monetary theory tells us that the debt doesn't matter.
This theory is complete nonsense.
Bill Gates recently took exception with MMT, calling it crazy talk.
How are you going to pay for this?
America's broke.
Out of control debt.
The debt
that we are going to have to pay back.
We don't have any money.
The government doesn't need money. The government needs us to need money.
The difference is not a trivial one. It changes everything.
It changes our view of the nature of money.
The true story of money is not the story that I've been told.